Hey there, Aries. Welcome to your reading for January 15th, 2024. Welcome to Shredding La Belle Tarot. I hope you guys are well and safe today. Just keep in mind, Aries, that this is a general reading, not a one-to-one reading, so this message may not resonate with everyone. Just take the parts that do resonate for yourself and leave the rest for someone else. Also keep in mind that my readings are timeless, so it doesn't matter when this reading comes across your platform. Whenever it does come into your energy is whenever it is meant for you. All right, let's jump right in here. Sorry guys, I've been absent for a few days here. Finally, I don't know exactly what. I don't want to give it any more power, but I would say I just didn't have the energy to be able to do the readings for the last couple of days, so on Saturday, I actually started to do one of the readings for Aries, and I made it about 8 minutes in, and I was just unconnected to the reading, and I was just like, I just need to take a break. So I just took a break. So today is Monday. It's been 2 days. I took 2 days off, Saturday and Sunday, and I was like, maybe this will be a good amount of time for me to just rest, get my energy back up, and then come back. And I actually was debating on waiting till tomorrow, but it's nighttime right now. It's I guess like 9 something. I should have looked at the time before I started. It's around like 9 or 10 something right now. And I was like, I still have energy. I still like can do the reading, so I want to go ahead and jump back on the wagon as soon as possible. So on the wagon, so to speak. I also had like in my TikTok video, I went like I think about 4 days without uploading any videos. Like I started the videos and I took them, but I never uploaded any of them, and I didn't finish the video. So I feel like my group on TikTok was wondering like, what's going on? Did you start drinking or something? I didn't start drinking, and I didn't smoke or anything like that. I've just been really low on energy. Okay, like having to fight depression for day after day after day has just really got me down. Okay, so I am feeling a little bit better. I am like over the depression. I want to show you guys a book that I finished reading, and I feel like that's the reason that I finally got back over it. Where is my candle? There it is. Okay. Sorry, I gotta put this out with wax so that way it's easy to light next time. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So, where's the book at really quick so I can show you guys? Here it is. So I was reading this book the last couple of days, okay? Off the Grid, A Father's Journey. And it's a book about someone that goes through drinking and smoking and stuff like that, and he gets sober and just talks about the ups and downs of his life and things that he goes through personally for himself. And I finally finished the book last night, and I'm so happy that I finished it because I really just needed to. I needed to. It's kind of what I would say other people go through whenever they like go to AA and stuff, to figure out they're not the only person going through things that are hard, you know, so they can relate to people whenever they're going through down periods of down, you know, whatever you call it, depression or down, whenever they're like going through getting sober. So this was that for me. You know, I don't go to AA and I don't go to NA or anything like that. I don't feel, for me personally, I feel like it's easier for me if I don't. And I'll tell you why. One second, guys. I need to turn that heater off. The reason that I feel like it's easier for me if I don't is because if I have a certain support system, and then if that support system, for some reason, I can't access it, then that opens a doorway for me to regressing and falling backwards. So I try to find things that I know that I can have as a support system, like my challenges on TikTok. That is my support system. Talking to you guys is my support system. You know, I haven't been reading the comments. I mean, I've been reading them, but I haven't been replying to the comments very much lately. And so that's one thing that I know that I need to do, because you guys are a support system for myself in a way as well. And just little things like that. I kept telling myself, the past couple of days, I was like, I just need to finish something. I just need to finish something. So that way I can build my energy back up and move forward. And I finished that book, and I was like, that's it. Okay, I'm good. So this is me. All right. And I moved up to 3 minutes for the cold showers. Okay. And I was at a minute and a half. I started with 1 minute, and then I went to a minute and 15 seconds, and then I went to a minute and a half, okay? And then I jumped from a minute and a half straight to 3 minutes. So it's so nice to be able to take a cold shower. I can't really explain it. It's like horrible whenever you're doing it. It sucks. You know, it's not the best in the world, but it really does help as far as getting through. Like, for example, if this is like a baseline, and I feel like, you know, this is spirituality. So sometimes, like, you can, if you need to get grounded, take a cold shower and it will bring you to this baseline. If this is like depression, you can take a cold shower and it will bring you up to this baseline. So I feel like that's really important. That's something that I'm learning. So that's why I'm throwing it out here. Like, this channel to me is a little bit more than just tarot. It's also building a soul tribe to come back to and help. If you guys need help with anything, you can also follow me on TikTok or Instagram. That's why I put those in the description box, so that way you guys can see everything that I've been through and what I'm going through. Thank you all so much for the new likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. It really does help out the channel. As you guys can see, I've had to switch up the table a little bit. For some reason, I had everything all over there, and this is how much table I was using. I've got like another, this is probably like a 5 foot long table, maybe, or like 4.5 foot long table. So I was like, why am I making this so small? I was like, I need to just, it's just too much. So I needed space. I need to branch out a little bit to give myself some area here, so to speak. So it's good to be back. All right, guys, let's jump right in here. Thank you guys for your patience. I really appreciate you guys coming to watch this video after I've taken time off. For some reason, I just hit that boom, that stage where I just needed to take a break, and it's better to do that whenever it comes to this. In my opinion, it's a little bit better to take that break than to try to power through, because then you just get messages that aren't very clear, and it's not very helpful. Or I would say that it's not very helpful. I could have done the best that I could, and I could have still most likely gotten a pretty decent message, but it would have been with low energy, and it's just way better, in my personal opinion, to have the energy to be able to do the reading, to be able to actually get something that's going on, because I don't want to give you guys, you know, 30% out of 100%, you know what I'm saying? If I can give somewhere between 80 to 100%, then I would rather do that than give you about 30%. So that's just my personal opinion. All right. And we made it over the 1800 subscribers mark whenever I was taking my break. So I was surprised about that. I was surprised that I kept getting subscribers from the videos that I had posted. So I really appreciate you guys for being here and subscribing to the channel. You guys are amazing, all right? Let's jump right in here. Spirit guides, God, angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael, show me the cards that I need to see for Aries today, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let me get one more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Nice. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. In the past here, we have the Ten of Swords in the reversal. Okay, so Ten of Swords in the reverse represents dodging the bullet in some kind of way. Okay, it says dodging the bullet, danger passes so close by that you can feel the breeze of it passing. For those of you that are new to the channel, I do use a book by Dusty White called The Easiest Way to Learn the Tarot Ever. I use this as a quick reference guide, even though I do know what these cards mean. Okay, I'll read the Ten of Swords reversed for you in the past, and then we'll figure out what it is that you dodged the bullet from. Okay, it says dodging the bullet, danger passes so close by that you can feel the breeze of it passing, making an impossible recovery from certain death, physical, financial, etc., and resurrection. Okay, so clarify Ten of Swords reverse for Aries in the past, please. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify Ten of Swords reverse for Aries in the past, please. 1, 2. Okay, one more 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So 8 of Cups, Queen of Wands, and the Tower reverse. Okay, so this could be you this is representation of, like, especially for fire signs. Okay, with the Queen of Wands, this is you standing in your power in some kind of way. So I feel like you had to walk away from something here, Aries, in order to stand in your power with the 8 of Cups and the Queen of Wands. Okay, you're walking away from something in order to be able to get your power back. Okay, and this is also you rebuilding with the Tower and the reversal. Okay, so 8 of Cups, walking away from something, and this is probably something that you put a lot of time, energy, and effort into. Okay, this could be a relationship, it could be a job for some of you, could be a lot of different things, but it's something that you walked away from in order to stand back in your power with the Queen of Wands. Okay, Let me read the Queen of Wands because I haven't really read it in a while. There are several ways to read the Queens. For ease and consistency as well as accuracy, we strongly recommend the following. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius woman. Primary characteristics are courage, assertiveness, confidence, often open and friendly, outgoing, adventurous, honest, frank, resolute, reliable, hardworking. Also could be used for any of the self-assured, pleasant woman, preferably with a strong fondness for animals and nature, possibly a tomboy. Okay, so this could mean like two different things for you, Aries. This could be you walking away from a all right, so like if you're dealing with another fire sign or someone that is like this, maybe you had to walk away from this situation in order to rebuild. Or for some of you, this is you walking away in order to step back in that power for yourself, okay? Queen of Wands doesn't have to be a woman, but it does represent a woman, okay? So just wanted to throw that out there if you're, you know, just throwing that out there. Most of us already know that, but, you know, just so we know. And then the Tower reversed is rebuilding. So it doesn't necessarily represent a positive time because you do have to have something fall apart in order to be rebuild. It's like moving stones one at a time, like one stone at a time. So it's not very easy or necessarily pleasant, but it is something that we need to do sometimes. Okay, so I will read the Tower reversed. It's been a little while since I've read it. You know, I like to stay connected with the book by Dusty White, The Easiest Way to Learn the Tarot Ever. I'm really glad that I bought this book, and I'm really glad that I have it because a lot of people are like, just rely on your intuition. But to me, I know the cards mean something before my intuition comes along. So I read what the card means. I use my intuition sometimes whenever it differs from what the meaning is, and I put it all together, and it just makes it feel a little bit more authentic to myself. So it says, many traditionalists still see this as a bad card. We have found in our experience that this card indicates a time of rebuilding. Obviously, rebuilding can only come after a period of disruption and chaos, and that is an awful lot of stone to move. So this does not indicate an easy or overly joyous time, but it does indicate second chances and time to learn from one's mistakes, okay? So one thing I also want to point out here is I started using this deck every single time I was clarifying the past situation, the present, and the future situation. But I feel like that is a really like clean-cut answer. I feel like that makes a lot of sense, you know, without me really having to clarify it. So what I'm gonna do is from this point in the future, if it's confusing, then I will pull from the other deck to clarify what it is that we're moving on from, because I don't feel like I really necessarily need to every single time. So in the present, we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So the Knight of Swords, this is like you being an unstoppable force. Not that I'm making the reading about myself here, but for example, I had to go through this period of rest. I had to pull my energy back, but now here I am. As soon as I got my energy back, retreated a little bit, pulled my energy back, got back up to where I need to be, and boom, forcing myself to do what I need to do to keep moving forward with the Knight of Swords. Unstoppable force is the first words that it says. Unstoppable force, let's see. Unstoppable force, young alpha male, active, decisive, even overbearing sometimes. Fearless, natural born leader, or one thrust into it by circumstance. Either way though, things will happen his way. This also shows a man who is quick to act and often just as quick to leave as well. Even so, this person will almost always have a certain charisma that draws others to him like flies to honey. As a character or personality trait, this card reveals extreme courage in the face of danger, or the act of violently forcing others to conform to one's personal beliefs. This card can be either verbal or physical, also rushing heedlessly into action or rescue from peril, okay? So this is you, Aries, like standing, this is you being like, look, it don't matter if I gotta retreat and recover or not, I'm still gonna get up and I'm still gonna do what I need to do and push forward here. So let's figure out what this Knight of Swords is for you, Aries. What are you pushing forwards with? What is it about? Clarify Knight of Swords for Aries in the present, please. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, show me the cards that I need to see. What are we pushing forward through here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, okay. 7. I just said 9. That's 7 of Pentacles and 7 of Cups. So 7, 7. I wonder if we have another 7. I don't know. Anyway, could be seeing 7, 7, 7 for some of you, okay. And then the 4 of Swords in the reverse. And that's kind of funny that I state that because Four of Swords in the reverse represents like refusing to rest and recuperate. So like I said, I was gonna debate on doing the readings tomorrow and just start tomorrow instead of today, but I had the energy for tonight still, and I was like, look, I need to be able to do something with this energy, and I felt like it was time. Taking the 2 days off was great. I'm glad that I took the 2 days off, but at the same time, you know, I always feel antsy whenever I sit around too long. I need to go do something. So I'm pretty sure Seven of Pentacles reversed represents that you're missing the point. You have something worthwhile and something that will last if you hold on to it. I'm pretty sure that's what it states. Let me read it really quick. Reverse, this card indicates that you are missing the point. You have something worthwhile, something you will miss dearly if you let it die off or walk away from. Before you neglect what you have into obscurity, you should take some time and think very seriously and carefully about your next move. Okay, so there's something that you need to think about here, Aries. Okay, maybe you've been thinking about leaving your job and getting a new job. Maybe you've been thinking about moving or something like this. Maybe you've been thinking about like getting rid of your old car and buying a new car, or like, you know, putting something new. There's something here that we need to think about letting go of. I mean, think about before we let go of it or change. There's just something that we need to think about, okay? With the Seven of Cups, I feel like the reason for this is because you do have options, Aries, okay? I feel like you are looking at this and you're like, okay, I have the option to do this and do this or do that. You know, you're seeing a couple of different roads. I feel like you're at a fork in the road right here. Maybe you got a fork like this, and you could take this route, this route, this route, or this route, and you're trying to figure out which one is the best, okay? I feel like the advice that I can give you right here at this time, Aries, is just take some time to think about it, okay? There's no need to make a decision right this minute. Now, there is the part also as well with the Seven of Cups is that you will have to make a decision at some point, okay? And it is kind of like on a time base, because you're not going to have all of the options the way you need them all the time, okay? So maybe within the next couple of months you might have to make a decision, but don't make the decision and set it in stone right this minute, okay? So like analyze the options, figure out which one's best for you, and figure out which path is best to take for you, and then go from there, okay? So don't make a decision right now. Also with the Four of Swords in the reverse, in the book here, it indicates someone digging up the past, okay? No rest from prying eyes, something like that, okay? But it also represents refusal to rest and recuperate. So just make sure that we are taking the time to rest and relax at least whenever we can, okay? Don't overdo it. It says dishonor, someone is digging up the past, or things that are better left alone. No rest from prying eyes and searching hands. Lack of recognition for one's efforts and deeds, okay? So this could be you or someone in your energy, okay? But also I'm getting a little bit more of just don't overdo it as far as pushing too hard, because for example, you might have to take 2 days off of work or something like that. You might have to take some time off, okay, if you overdo it. So just make sure you're spending your time wisely, but also don't overwork yourself, or don't overdo it at this time if you can help it, okay? In the future, Aries, we have the World card, okay? The World card is like a victory or also happiness, okay? It's kind of like the world at your feet, so to speak. I'll read it for you really quick. That's the last card as well. This is a very happy card on the physical level. At its most basic, it represents the pampered and the idle rich, those wonderfully happy people born into generational wealth, who have nothing better or worse to do than play all day and wonder how they will play all night as well. It truly is the world at your feet. The key to this card is that it is evolution on so many levels of meaning that it can easily apply to any situation. It is extremely ambiguous and all but demands clarification by accompanying minor arcana cards to give it focus. This is another completion card, but as noted, it is a card of evolution from one state to another. The alchemical correspondence is that of transmuting lead into gold. The base chemical composition is almost identical, but the elemental change is eclipsed by the perceived value change. In the same way, you stay who you are, but you become something much more valuable through this card. This is the ultimate happily ever after card, okay? You can compare that to the Ten of Cups. Also, I would recommend looking at Vince's video from today. He posted it today. His channel is called 7D Tarot. That kind of is the card that, that kind of is the video that kind of helped me get back up, so to speak. You know, I was kind of just feeling down there for a few days. I wasn't sure exactly how to move forward. And there's something that I learned from his channel, okay, that I kind of forgot. Like it's just kind of, it moved itself from my mind, okay, and I stopped focusing on it. What's it called? Command, assume, expect. Command, assume, expect. Okay, that's how we get what we need. That's how we manifest. Okay, that's how we move forward in life. Okay, command, spirit, I'm expecting this to happen. I expect to be able to have the energy to do my tarot reads for my tarot channel. I want to be able to. So that's commanding. Like I want to be able to have the energy to do my reads for my tarot channel. Assume, okay, so assume that it's going to happen. That's the law of assumption, okay, and then it's expect it to happen. So I said that earlier today. I was watching that video, and then at one point earlier in today, I read for about 30 minutes, and that's for the Stay Sober and challenge. That's one of the tasks that I task myself to do every day, is to read. I read for 30 minutes and then I got extremely tired, okay, and I was like, gosh, I need to take a nap. So I laid down to take a 30-minute nap, and it turned into probably like an hour and a half, I think, that I napped there. And then I woke up kind of depressed. Again, it's kind of like a cycle that I've been going through. At some point in the middle of the day, I get depressed, or I wake up in the morning incredibly depressed, and I don't know why, okay? So I learned that. I watched, something told me, I was like, I need to watch Vince's channel. There's something that Vince needs to tell me. That's the way I felt, okay? A spirit kind of being like, come on, you know what you need to do. All right, so I watched his video that he posted today, and he states that in his video. He's like, command, assume, expect. Command what you want, all right? Assume that it's going to happen, and then expect it to happen, you know? And then he also says, be thankful for it before it happens. So thank you, Spirit, for allowing me to have the energy to be able to do my tarot reads. Thank you guys so much for the new likes, comments, shares, and subscribes. Thank you for the people that are going to reach out to me for personal readings. And thank you for the people that donate to the channel. One, because I am thankful for that. And two, because that's how you manifest as well. So I just wanted to throw that out there for you guys. All right, let's clarify this world card for Aries in the future, please. Holy Spirit, Holy Angels, clarify the world card for Aries in the future, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoa, that was not a 4. Let me get one more, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right, Knight of Wands in the reverse, King of Cups, and the Devil, okay? So you do have happiness coming along here, but there's some, I wouldn't say setbacks necessarily. There's just some kind of obstacles that you're going to have to go through, okay? One of these is like emotional, okay? One of these are some kind of like emotionally you're not feeling fulfilled in one kind of area in your life. With the King of Cups, okay? And King of Cups and Knight of Wands reversed. It's like you're trying to move forward emotionally in some type of way, but one of two things: either it's not working for you, number one, or two, it's not what you want right here in the future. It's like you are going to be happy, but there's something that you're going to have to be like, okay, I'm going to have to put this in a box, okay? So that's what my friend David will say. He's like, you need to get all of this, all right? And I'll tell him about things that I'm like thinking about or worried about. And he'll say, you just need to get all this and put it in a box. He was like, you can worry about it at some point, but you don't have to worry about it right now. And that's something that I'm like, oh, thank God, you know, because I get really in my head about things like that sometimes. So there's something here emotionally that may be throwing you off, okay? Maybe you're showing people, or at least most of the people around you, that there's nothing affecting you, or at least trying to give off that energy. There is something here that's throwing you off and holding you back a little bit, okay? It's keeping you from moving forward. This is technically the future, okay? So maybe you're going through it now and it just like bleeds over into the future, but I'm getting here, and I will clarify with the other deck here, that you will be happy as long as you don't let this get to you, okay? For example, put it in a box and don't worry about it right this minute. Know that you will worry about it and get to it whenever you can, but right this minute you don't need to, okay? There's somebody here that's kind of trying to maybe take your power away, or they don't want you to stand in some kind of power here. All right. What else? The Hierophant reverse, foolish exercise, wavering, contempt, vulnerable, unorthodox. Why do we have King of Wands and the Hierophant? Show me King of Wands, and let me read the Devil card really quick. It could be maybe the devil trying to keep you back, right? The literal devil. I feel like, yeah, that's kind of the devil trying to keep you back from some kind of happiness here, but also I'll read it since I haven't read it in a while. Physical incapacitation, you are stuck here. This could be a bad marriage, a boring job, an extended hospital stay, waiting, endless waiting for other people to fulfill their obligations so that you can move on, or any other slow, systematic torture that seems well beyond the control of your client. So I feel like this is you not worrying about it, because with the King of Cups and the upright, I feel like you are kind of taking things one step at a time, okay? With the happiness card, I feel like you end up being happy, standing in your emotions, taking things one step at a time, and not having the need to just like, what is it? Where are we going? What are we doing? You know, like that usual Aries energy, okay? You might feel a little bit like you're having to take a step out of your power here, but you're not taking a step out of your power. You're just taking it one step at a time. Usually you're able to like push forward and push past everything here and just keep moving forward, okay? You might even kind of be feeling like, why is this happening? Like, why exactly am I having to do this? You might be wondering that, but I don't feel like you're focusing on it. I feel like you're just like, what's going on? Okay, look, all right, we'll take a step back. We'll just do what we need to do, take it one step at a time. Actually, I commented that on someone's status on Facebook today. I was like, they were like, why am I missing the pieces? And I feel like I can't find them to put them back together. I was like, sometimes when things fall apart, we are missing the pieces because we're supposed to build something else. And I was like, you don't have to focus on the end picture, just focus on one piece at a time. And that's what I told them. And I feel like that's something that's important that we all need to hear. Let me get one more card to clarify this future situation for Aries. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more, please. 1, 2, 3, 4. Queen of Wands. You can always call on your natural confidence, warmth, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptable, steady force, and independence. Okay, so like I said, like maybe you're holding on too tightly, or like someone's holding on too tightly to some kind of outcome here, Aries, and I feel like that's why we're being guided to listen to this part of this reading right now. Don't worry so much about what the outcome is going to be. Don't worry about how fast you're moving compared to other people, or just in general. Stand in your power emotionally. Don't worry about anything else that's trying to get you down. Focus on the little pieces that you can do right now, and then eventually you'll get back to this Queen of Wands energy, okay? Standing in your power, warmth, passion, enthusiasm, determination, adaptable, steady force, and independence. And the good news is that we go from the Queen of Wands in the past to this situation in the present to the Queen of Wands in the future. So it doesn't matter whichever way you want to look at it here, you still end up standing in your power, which is what we want, okay? I'm gonna pull 6 cards from the Big Bubba Mac portion just because, okay? I'm trying to pull different numbers at this point while doing my readings, just because today I feel like it's instead of pulling a certain amount every single time, I feel like I just want to pull a different amount of numbers, okay? And I feel like we have 7 and 7, and then we have 4 and 4, and 5 and 5. We have 7, 7, 4, 4, and 5, 5 here, so 4. Okay, well 6 is in between those, so I'll pull 6. Actually, I'll pull 12 because that would be 6, 6. So 4, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, and 7, 7. So we'll get that. All right, spirit guides, God, angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael, Big Bubba Mac. Show me the cards that I need to see for Aries today, please. 12 cards. Whoa. Pisces. Some of you guys may be dealing with a Pisces, or you might have Pisces somewhere in your chart. Something about a Pisces is significant here. Okay. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have Gemini. Some of you guys may be a Gemini. You might be a cross watcher, Gemini watching for an Aries. You might have Gemini somewhere in your chart, or you're dealing with one, or something about a Gemini is significant here. We're getting all the signs right now. That's kind of funny. We have throat chakra. Something about your throat chakra might be significant. Now, this could be like you wanting to say something, but maybe you're having a hard time saying it. 1 or 2, you could be feeling like your throat chakra is blocked. Like I have been feeling for the past couple of weeks that my throat chakra, something's going on with it. There's some kind of blockage going on with my throat chakra. Now, it is that time of the year where we're like, you know, sickness goes around and stuff like that, cold and stuff like that. So I'm not going to worry too much about it, and I'm not going to let it stop me either. But you guys know, usually my voice is a lot deeper than this. Okay. It just drives me insane. Ooh. I want to shuffle it like this one more time. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right. What else? Woo. You guys could have a snake in your energy, maybe, okay? Dealing with someone that's got like some snake energy, so just be wary of the people you have around you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that'll work. Interest. Someone could be interested in you, or you were interested in someone, or maybe someone owes you money, or you owe someone money, or something like that. Something about interest is significant here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We have sadness. Someone could be sad about something. You could be sad about something. Someone in your energy. There could be something about sadness going on. All right, somebody's sad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Libra. You could be dealing with a Libra. You might have Libra somewhere in your chart. You might be a cross watcher watching for an Aries if you're a Libra. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have daughter. You could have a daughter possibly. You could be a daughter, or something about someone's daughter is significant here. All right. Someone you're dealing with has a daughter. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4. We have pictures. Someone could be looking at pictures of you. You're looking at pictures of someone. Maybe someone printing pictures to make a photo album or something like this. Something about pictures is significant. 1, 2, 3. All right, 3. Gray area. You could be feeling like you're in a gray area with someone, or someone feels like they're in a gray area with you. Something about gray area is significant. Flint. Something about fire, okay? You could be, like, again, Queen of Wands energy in your fire, and your energy, standing in your power, doing what you need to do. Someone's, I don't know, maybe, hopefully not, but maybe someone got fired. Someone that you know might have got fired recently. Something about Flint. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we have Pothos, okay? Maybe you have a Pothos plant, or you need to get one, or something about Pothos is significant. Pothos represents luck and perseverance, and it also attracts abundance, okay? All right, let's get a message from the Ancestor Oracle card before we close out today. If this message is resonating with you so far, Aries, hit that like button at the bottom, share this video, subscribe to the channel, and please leave a comment in the comment section. And I'm actually going to start taking time out of my day to reply to the comments, because I started realizing that it really helps me to be able to connect with the people that watch the videos. It just helps. It makes me feel more in tune with my videos as well. So this card came out, it just kind of popped out before I started the second shuffle, so we're going to take this one. It's Writer and Words. Also, it's kind of interesting that this came out, because again, I am not making this reading about me, okay, but today is the first time I wrote in my notebook for the first day in like probably 4 or 5 days, maybe more, okay, and I feel a little bit better writing. I didn't even write a lot. I just wrote like a couple of sentences. I wrote whenever I was watching Vince's channel from 7D Tarot. I wrote down some of what he was saying, because I don't want to forget again. Like I learned a lot from that the first time, and I definitely would recommend watching his channel if for anyone out here watching this, because it really does help. He does have knowledge that is very beneficial, okay? Writer and Words. The words that you are now reading on this page have a particular configuration that you interpret and understand as a result of years of acculturation, tradition, and learning. The symbols we use vary from culture to culture, with distinctive patterns that allow large groups of people to correspond with one another. The invention of written symbols opened a world of possibilities. People could send message to others, compose and record stories and poetry, describe tales of adventure and romance, and translate these works into other languages to share with the world. The writer of nonfiction provides glimpses into others' lives and circumstances, allowing us to add to our base of information and understanding of the world and how things work. The writer of fiction invites us to imagine worlds beyond our experience, stretching our minds and hearts, touching the very core of our being. That is what the card means. This is what your ancestors would like you to hear today through me drawing this card. They're saying, keep it simple and don't fall in love with your words. You have a tendency to complicate your verbal and written expressions with too many words, with the net effect of clouding what you're trying to communicate. Sort through them to find the most precise phrase for what you're trying to convey. Be patient and trust that by paying attention and relaxing, what you want to write will come naturally. Take risks too, such as expressing yourself through poetry, short stories, and anecdotes. Experiment with different styles. You'll no doubt find some interesting and creative expressions. Try spending the first few minutes of each day writing in your journal, preferably by hand, and don't edit or censor yourself as you go. Notice how taking just a short time for yourself to reflect, imagine, and discover your intention affects you over the days and weeks ahead. All right, Aries, this is going to be the end of your reading for today. Make sure to check out your sun, moon, and rising to get a complete and accurate depiction for what is going on for you. Love you guys. Keep your head up. Keep moving forward. And as always, love yourself first.